Welcome, everybody. I am so excited to have each and every one of you here today because we are going to get to talk about one of my favorite subjects that I'm so passionate about sharing with the world. That's called the Eden Method and all of the various tools that Donna Eden has created for us. Before we get into our special topics, I want to pose a certain question to you. I want to know if I were to tell you that each and every one of you has access to a resource that if you tapped into it, not only would it improve your quality of sleep, it would support your body in balancing its hormones. If you're somebody that's dealing with pain or fatigue, it's going to improve that level of pain. It's going to actually drop the level of pain. Fatigue is going to improve. You're going to feel more energetic. And what if I told you it didn't matter what time of the day you could access this wonderful resource, no matter where you were, you could tap into it. Would you want to have some of that?
Yes.
Especially if it's free, right? I know I would, right? Well, we're going to be talking about what that resource is before we get into our special topics. And before we do, I just simply want to say my name is Kelly Goetz. I am an advanced practitioner with the Eden Method program. I'm also on faculty in the certification program, and I love teaching this work. But more important than that is I'm just like you. I want to be empowered to heal with grace and gratitude. I want to have tools that light me up, that help me. If in the middle of the night I'm not sleeping, that I know what I can do to serve my body and to balance my energy at any moment in time. So before we get into our special topics, I want to talk to you about grounding. It's also known as earthing. They're really the same name, two different names for the same subject. And what it is actually taking your bare feet and going out and stepping into the earth and allowing the earth to send up beautiful electrons into the bottom of your feet into your body. So you can lay on the earth, you can stand on the earth, you can sit on the earth. And when you do, you're actually going to receive an energy from the earth plane. So let's take a look at this diagram. So the earth actually has a polarity to it. It's got a positive and negative polarity. So we got the North Pole and we got the South Pole. Each and every one of us has a North Pole and a South Pole as well. And when we stand on the earth is emitting from the bottom of the earth, it's emitting negative ions. Now, these negative ions actually release electrons as soon as you step onto the earth. Those electrons are seeking positive electrons that are actually coming down from the sun. So the sun is emitting these positive electrons. It's actually yang energy coming down, and while the earth is sending yin energy up. Those two things connect. They connect simply like a magnet. So let's take a look at this magnet. So this is the earth. Everybody see this magnet? This is you. If everything's working well, we are connected. You don't have to work hard. They actually tried to measure how many of these electrons were coming into the soles of your feet. And because it was happening so fast, they weren't able to actually measure the number of electrons that actually come into your feet. That's how fast it's happening. So you don't have to do a whole lot to get this resource. What they were able to do was to do scans of the body before and after they had somebody, do some grounding. So this is a 49-year-old woman that after grounding, after a couple hours of grounding, before, you can look at her fingertips here. The fingertips aren't even showing up in the scan. Why aren't they showing up in the scan? Because the circulation isn't happening. After grounding, though, you'll see all 5 fingers are starting to show up in her scan. She was able to report less pain, and she was also able to report that she had a better quality of sleep. So this was really great proof, and you'll start to see that the more you pay attention to grounding, there's actually a lot of different science that's been done, a lot of different measures that's been done. So what we want to find out is, are you grounding? Or are you grounded? Are you picking up the electrons that are being sent your way at any given moment? So how about we take a volunteer? Carl, would you like to come help me with that?
Sure.
Okay, so what I'm going to demonstrate for you, I'm going to show you what we're going to be using to actually dialogue with the body. You can go ahead and sit down because you're a little bit taller than me. So we're going to be using a tool called energy testing. And why I love this program so much is that I don't have to just rely on my intuition. I have a tool called energy testing that I can actually look use to teach somebody and show somebody whether or not they are balanced in a certain way. And the first thing that we're going to test is whether or not Carl is grounded. So even though we're not learning to do energy testing today, I'm going to kind of explain it to you step by step. So at least you have an intellectual understanding of what energy testing is. And then maybe in another day and time, you might want to come back and learn about energy testing for yourself and how to do and have that experiential process. All right, Carl, so what we're going to look for is I'm actually going to test your energy field. So we're not going to be testing the muscle. You're a lot stronger than me, so I want you to just know that we are looking to see how energy is flowing all the way down to your fingertips. How I'm going to test that is I'm just going to put a couple fingers here. I'm going to say hold strong before I push. So I'll say hold strong and then I'm going to push down. You're simply going to meet my resistance, okay? That's all you got to do. There's no tricks to this. So I'm going to say hold strong. Great. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch the pectoralis major sternal because that's where the energy is coming for this test. So pinch here, hold strong. Great. You test really nice. And I'm making it nice. If you're wondering why I'm petting his shoulder, I'm giving it some figure eights to repair the energy. Hold strong. Wonderful. All right, so Carl, I want to really be able to feel and know the energy. I also want you to be able to feel how this test works. So we're going to do a bunch of true-false statements just so that you can feel it. So you're going to say, my name is Carl.
My name is Carl.
Hold strong. Good. My name is Sam.
My name is Sam.
Hold strong. Great. My name is Carl.
My name is Carl.
Hold strong. So did you notice a difference between when you said the truth of my name is Carl versus what wasn't true, my name is Sam? Did you feel a difference in how your arm was able to hold up or not?
Yes.
Is that kind of unusual? Is that interesting to you, or?
I was surprised.
Kind of surprised? Yeah, usually people are surprised. So let's do one other one so that you can continue playing. We're going to stay with some true-false statements. So you're going to say my birthday is and fill in the blank.
My birthday is August 31st.
Hold strong. Okay, so my birthday is July 2nd.
My birthday is July 2nd.
Hold strong. Okay, let's go back to the truth. My birthday is August 31st.
My birthday is August 31st.
Hold strong. All right, so you kind of seeing that if it's true for you, it's showing up as a nice strong muscle, but if it's weak for you, it's going weak. Are you noticing that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So now we want to know, is Carl's feet making this connection to the earth? Is he pulling up those electrons that are being emitted off of these negative ions? So let's find out. The way we're going to do that is I'm simply going to bring a little stress to the bottom of his feet by slapping the bottom of his feet. So I'm going to go slap, slap, and I'm going to go slap, slap. And now I'm going to test. Hold strong. And he's weak. So he's not actually collecting this wonderful free resource that we were talking about. So how can we repair it? Clearly, I'm not standing on grass right now, but Donna Eden found out a little tool called the spoon. Now, the spoon, especially if you use a stainless steel spoon, it has something called ferromagnetics. It actually creates a magnetic connection. So take a look at this spoon right here. That's just a nice little magnet connecting to the spoon, right?
Ooh.
So the stainless steel has something called ferromagnetics, so it actually makes a connection. It's got a magnetic connection, which helps. If we start rubbing the spoon at the bottom of the feet, it's actually starting to create that magnetic connection. So if you wouldn't mind rubbing your foot with the spoon, I'm just going to show you. Each and every one of you has a spoon. I put it next to where you're sitting. You're going to take the spoon. Normally I would do this to my feet myself, but just for the sake of you being able to see what I'm doing, you're going to take your spoon and you're just going to rub it along the bottom of your foot.
Should I do both feet?
You're absolutely going to do both feet because you are bilateral. We want both feet to plug in. And we are going to just rub it. Now, I get a lot of questions. Well, is there a certain direction or do I have to do it in figure eights? You can do whatever feels best. You can even go on the top of your foot and see how you like that. Anywhere you bring the spoon, as a matter of fact, is going to bring energy to that spoon location because, again, we're creating that magnetic connectivity using the spoon. So we're actually moving energy. When Donna sees somebody using the spoon, she starts to see the energy moving and start to see the energy flowing. Now, it's critical that we use a stainless steel spoon. I'm going to tell you why in a second. So I'm going to slap again. I'm just checking to see if anything he just did with the spoon made a difference. So hold strong. Ooh, he's good and strong. Do you feel any difference with that?
Yeah.
What are you feeling? What are you noticing?
Well, I don't know. I just, it felt like there was a connection to the earth, maybe, or something. Because before I just like didn't have a choice. My arm just dropped, and this time it was just really solid.
Wonderful. So this is silver. We don't want to use silver because it doesn't connect. It actually has more ability to react to different things. So we don't want to use silver. We always want to use stainless steel. So before we get into our special topics, or before you try to heal or shift anything, you want to start off with grounding. If you are grounding and you are connecting to the earth, already you are bringing the energy flow up, and you're also bringing energy flow down. These two things alone are going to help you connect. It's going to help move energy. So then when you start wanting to get more specific, it's going to make things a little bit easier along the way. Let's get into our special topics.